Do you feel that you're prepared for this weekend's playoff game in New Jersey?
Absolutely. The boys have worked extremely hard all season to cultivate a very strong team dynamic and togetherness, and I think that's ultimately what's going to see us through this weekend. Ultimately, whether results go our way or not, I'm just absolutely delighted to get this far. That to many may seem a little bit defeatist and undershooting ourselves a little bit, but I think the success of this team has been our togetherness and ultimately what we've achieved off the field. On the field has been a byproduct of how well we've worked together, but I think in football terms, I think we're more than prepared for this weekend. It's up to our ability to go out there on the field and make it happen.
Who do you face at regionals, and what can you tell us about them?
So we've been tied with the New York Red Bulls U23 team, who finished the top of the Mid-Atlantic Division. A number of their development academy players take part in this, so there's going to be a number of younger players that are part of it. Allied to that, some experience with some collegiate players in there that are a little bit on the older end. But that said, we're expecting a very, very strong football team. There'll be a lot of quality and show, I'm sure. The coaches at Red Bulls do a magnificent job developing young talent, and I think this team is certainly going to be indicative of that. So first of all, I think, like I say, we're expecting a very, very strong football team. But at the same time, they're coming in here as champions the same as we are. So that tells us that there's an equality to what we both achieved this year. But at the same time, I'm sure we'll both approach this game certainly looking to win it.
What does this mean for the club being involved in a regional playoff?
I think this is absolutely huge for our programme on a number of levels. I think purely in a football sense, it's good because it shows all the hard work that we've put in this year has allowed us to qualify for this stage. But I think for me, as I delve deeper and really look into some of the intrinsic parts of the team, I think looking at the Robbie Lentinis, Andrew Wheeler-Omenus, Andy Murray's and Wyatt Omsberg's and those guys, even Peeble Knorth who's come in there and done a magnificent job. These are all kids that have come through our youth programme from 11 and 12 years old and are now men playing at college and are able to come back and play and represent the club so positively. I think that's the most pleasing aspect for us, that the PDL gives our players this platform to play on. But now that we're starting to integrate not only into the state of Maine but also into Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont and all the other New England states, we're now able to pull in players from those franchises and give them a platform to play on. So I think it's absolutely huge for GPS, but at the same time it certainly speaks volumes of the players' desire to continue to work hard and push on to the next level.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.